Today we are talking about some low light plants. When we say low light, it doesn't mean a completely dark corner because plants need some sort of light, whether it is natural light or artificial light, to grow in. When we place a plant at the other end of the room from where the window is, and it does get some light but not direct light from the window itself, then that corner or that spot will be a low light area. In our house, we have most of our rooms towards the south and have lot of bright light. Stairways are on the north side of the house where there is also a tree growing, so the light is really dim and low. Now, this is an example of a low lit condition. This is on the stairway on the northern side of our house, and though this spot is right next to the window, there is a tree growing right outside that window which blocks out a lot of the light. So, today we are talking about a few plants that will survive in such low light conditions, but their growth will slow down, and in order to make them grow faster and healthier, they definitely need more bright light. So, the first one that I'm sharing out of the low light plants is the Fittonia plant. Fittonias like humid weather conditions or humid atmosphere to grow in. So, if you place them in your bathroom or a kitchen windowsill where it gets some light, it will thrive and do well. They are also great plants to place in humid terrariums and can be easily propagated from stem cuttings. Philodendrons are usually grown as indoor plants in filtered light or low light conditions because the direct light from the sun can burn the leaves. All plants of the philodendron family thrive under low light conditions, including the heart leaved philodendron, which is a trailing plant for hanging baskets. We have a few varieties of philodendrons in our garden which is doing really well, and I have shared a video previously. You can check them in the link in the cards above. This is the golden pothos that is commonly grown in most indoor gardens. It is an easily grown beginner's plant and it thrives in different light conditions from bright light to low light. The variegation on the leaves is more beautiful and visible when it is grown in bright light conditions, but it also survives in a low light spot. It can also be placed outdoors in a shaded spot where it doesn't receive any direct harsh sunlight. This beautiful plant, known as the lucky bamboo or the spiral lucky bamboo, is actually a variety of the Dracaena plant, and it comes from the Dracaena family. It's a beautiful indoor plant because it can tolerate low light conditions. But as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, the plant growth will be slower in very low light, and the growth will be better if it is placed in a bright lit area. We have two varieties of lucky bamboo. This is the regular lucky bamboo, and the previous one that you saw was the spiral bamboo. Both of these plants grow in water. These are calatheas which grow well in low to medium light conditions. They are usually seen in forests under the trees, just like ferns, so they can do well in low light conditions. Calathea leaves get burnt very quickly if placed in a spot where it gets direct sunlight. So make sure that it is kept away from windows and in a spot where it receives some light and not direct sun. Yet another beautiful plant that can grow well in low light and purifies the indoor air at the same time is the peace lily. Peace lilies need to be regularly watered and kept away from direct sunlight so that there is no damage to the leaves and we get lush, beautiful green leaves like you see here. We have this plant in our living room away from the south facing window at the other end of the room. Snake plant, otherwise known as mother-in-law's tongue, can hold up its beautiful look even if it is neglected for a few weeks. It tolerates different light conditions, but mostly it prefers indirect light. The snake plant is one of the best plants to purify the indoor air and is ideally used as a bedroom plant. We have this plant in all our bedrooms and also our living room. Snake plants are ideal for low lit corners indoors. The ZZ plant is another plant that really tolerates low light conditions. It is ideal for office desk spaces where it might not receive any natural light and can do well and grow even under fluorescent light. It is one of the most hardiest indoor plants that can be grown in these low light conditions. But to see proper growth and new leaf growth on these plants, they need to be placed in a spot with as much natural light as it can get. We have two ZZ plants indoors, one of which is in our living room, not very close to the window but in a spot where it receives some bright light, and another on the stairway on the northern side of our house where the light is really dim and it receives very little light even though it is placed close to a window. We can notice a difference between these two plants when placed close to a window with lot of bright light and away from a window in low light conditions. The growth is considerably slower with plants that are placed in low lit corners indoors. Spider plant is one of the most adaptable house plants and the easiest to grow. It's also a beautiful air purifying plant and it can be grown in hanging baskets and also regular pots. They can survive for a long time in low light conditions and continue to grow even in artificial light. These beautiful aglaonemas are grown for their ornamental foliage and for their tolerance of low light conditions. In many places, they are strictly house plants and grown indoors because they cannot tolerate any direct sunlight and the leaves will get completely burnt. We grow all of our aglaonemas indoors and sometimes bring them out and place them in a shady area where it can receive some light. So today's video was all about low light indoor plants, but as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the growth of the plant will be very slow if permanently placed in low light conditions. So place them outdoors every couple of months for a few days so that the plant can continue to grow healthy and look beautiful. This is something that we do with all our indoor plants. But make sure that you place them outdoors in a shaded location and not in a sunny spot, as these plants can get burnt. Hope you liked today's video. Please share your thoughts about our videos in the comment section below. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe for more updates from our garden. Thanks for watching Fresh from my garden.